You
Who
make it
would
sound
like?
so enticing.
Yeah. Well, I mean, truth be told, right? I think it's real likely that you are going to trivialize the second half of this encounter. Um, but we will see. Um, who would like to give us a summary of what happened last session for an additional Benny? Cody, you get an additional Benny anyway, correct?
Yeah, I added it.
We just did.
Hold on.
Things.
I'll subtract it.
Cool. Anybody
We
want to
got
take a stab at? Oh, there
into
we go.
Jerome, Idaho,
Mhm.
and we asked around a bit if anyone had seen Donnie or knew anything about him, and eventually we did get a lead towards, I think, like a mining camp.
Silver mine.
Silver mine, and we went down in there. We did find Donnie, though he is mute, and he has a sign for us to write on. Well, he's not mute; he can speak. He's deaf. They deafened him so that he couldn't hear one of the horrible, terrible creatures, ghosts that attacked us. We got jumped by a bunch of ghost miners. We made it out of that, fled the mine, and now they're blowing the dam, I think, and we're about to get flooded. I feel like I missed like a key element or something, but I mean,
I don't think so.
No, I think you pretty much nailed it. This is the situation you find yourselves in. I'm gonna move Abigail over there. Move down there. Yeah, you successfully escaped the spirits of previous miners that had died in this mine, only to find that as you are emerging from the mine, the rest of the crew here has blown the dam in an attempt to presumably kill most or all of you so that they can keep Donnie hard at work. The first thing I'm going to need everyone to do is, as this water, oh, that's interesting. As this water rushes in and pounds into all of you, is everyone needs to make a strength check, strength roll, and the target for the strength roll is 6.
Oh, that's the wrong. Hold on. What?
Right.
Okay. Oh no.
Easy.
I critically failed, guys.
Yeah, that's a problem. I'm gonna have Donnie spend his second penny to re-roll this. Okay, good. Okay. Thomas has succeeded. I
think Thomas is the only person that
looks like
Yeah,
Thomas
that's
is the
six.
only. Thomas and Donnie are the only ones who have succeeded. And Cassie, you have critically failed. Okay.
For coming so goddamn close on my first roll.
Right. Water rushes in and smashes into you.
Sploosh.
Good thing I don't have to breathe, right, guys?
Okay. Cassie, if you could roll on that table for me.
Absolutely. Oh my goodness.
Okay.
Oh, Adam, don't make that sound.
Well, I mean, here's the problem.
Yeah.
Let me do this. I mean, I feel sort of bad, so I'm gonna. Actually, I can just do this whole thing. The first thing that happens, everyone, with the exception of Thomas and Donnie, this hits you, tosses you around unexpectedly, and you reach out to grab hold of something, right, to sort of brace yourself, but it just sort of melts away as the wave crashes into you. So I need everyone except for Thomas to make a smarts roll.
A bunch of big brains here.
Okay. Great. So actually, although you are tossed around, not a big deal for most of you. Cassie, unfortunately, you are tossed around and a bit of debris smashes into you. You have suffered a wound, and because you, because your, which is it? Your arm is broken. All right. So I'm going to need you, right, to, and I'm just going to trust you to do this. Look at your inventory, number everything 1 through X, right? Just sort of in your head, roll a die, and you've lost that item. You follow me?
Okay. Yeah. Good thing I don't have many things, but that doesn't mean the things that I might lose are worth more.
I have a question. So you're suffering a broken arm, but aren't you already suffering an arm thing?
So the arm back on.
So the arm.
Yeah,
back on.
that
Okay.
technically has already
Yeah.
been
Any-
taken care of.
Yeah, it was cosmetic / RP.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
I was worried that you
Yeah.
now had like no functioning arms.
That's okay. I would be fine.
Yeah, if everyone, right, if everyone could put yourself in a combat state, or in the combat state, I will officially start this encounter.
So you were saying about the broken arm. Do I have like the 1 arm penalty now for
You
like
do.
the rest of the?
You do.
Okay. The hindrance.
Correct.
Gotcha.
And as we covered last time, we know it's a little bit different for you. If you'd rather play it like as the arm that you stitched back on, the stitching just wasn't great and it's fallen off again. Like, however, right? However you want to roll with it.
I think that gives me something else to keep track of. That means that I would have to put the arm on the list of things that might get
Oh,
lost.
gotcha. Yeah, I follow you. Right, and that
Which
is not a
sounds
penalty. Right, that is not a penalty that is included here. So you do not have to do that. We can just say that it's
Yeah.
smashed up and unusable.
Yeah, because I didn't have enough control of it, it got smashed in a way that is
Right.
Yeah. Okay, cool. And then I have 1 wound.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cody, you want to put yourself in the combat state? Great. Let's begin the encounter.
I see a Joker.
3 of diamonds into 8 of hearts. Let's go.
Let's go.
Okay. Great. Cassie, because this is turbulent water as per the rules, you need to make a successful athletics check before you can take your turn.
Okay. Successful athletics check. I have 1 wound. I ignore a wound because of my being undead.
Okay.
So I don't have any wound penalty. You said athletics.
Mhm.
And you have the plus because of Joker.
Does that
Do-
get put in there automatically?
It does.
Yeah.
it should.
Great.
4 plus 2 is 6.
What would you
So
like
that
to
means
do?
I have a turn? Okay. I'm going to whistle really loud for Andy, my bird, and who's been just flying around nearby,
Mhm.
I hope. And as he swoops down, I'll one of the things I can do with the familiar edge is transfer my wound to Andy.
Okay.
So I'm going to do that.
Oh.
And then I'm going to use Andy's 5 power points in addition to 12 of my own to cast the wings of Hecate. And you hear her in a panic start to chant out, "Dark Mother, hear my plea. Lend your wings to my friends and me. Mighty Hecate, I call to thee. Give us flight
Ooh.
so we may flee." And shadows start to swirl around, and you see this like giant set of like skeletal raven wings sprout from Cassie's back, and then a like flickering shadow of that on each of you as well. So this is me casting it on myself plus 6 other people, so that's including Donnie and also Abby.
Okay. A couple questions, right?
Yes.
In terms of both sharing a wound with your familiar, right,
Mhm.
and getting power points from your familiar, are those considered actions?
Let me read through this real quick. Axon has a wild card.
No, it looks like transferring wounds is a free action.
And then the familiar has 5 power points of its own. It cannot cast spells, but the witch can draw on them as if they were her own. They recharge separately
Great.
and at the same
Yeah.
rate.
So it sounds like no, they are not actual action.
Yeah,
I
you
mean,
just-
one's a free action, but they
Yeah.
don't add to the
It's-
multi-action penalty.
Yeah.
It's
Great.
basically a portable piggy bank that you
Great.
just have access to.
Yeah.
That's neat. Did you write that ahead of time, by the way?
Yes.
Good shit.
Ah,
Yeah,
nice.
hell yeah.
It
Hell
was
yeah.
it was amazing.
Mhm. I had a couple drafts.
Mhm.
It was fun.
Mm.
Let me see. So I need to roll my casting the power thing.
Mhm.
Okay.
Hit
Boom.
big.
Good lord.
Oh.
I mean,
Well,
that's still a success, but I want
yeah.
that's
Oh.
that's what I
Bigger.
want. That's what I
Yeah,
want
that'll
right
do.
there. So now we all have 24 inches of flying speed.
Good Christ.
Oh. Okay.
What?
Wow.
It's 12 normally, twice with a raise.
Whoa.
You cannot run, however, so you just have.
we
You
can
can
only
fucking
float.
fly.
You can only fly faster than you've ever run. Ever.
I like the idea that the ground hates us now. We can't we can't interact with the ground.
We're
You-
anti-magnetized.
Yeah, you forsook the ground.
The floor is lava. You're gonna burn. You're gonna burn if you touch it.
Just so I'm clear, who all has this cast on them,
I think everybody.
Everyone,
including
was,
Donnie?
including Donnie.
Okay.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
but-
spent 17 points
Yeah.
total
Great.
on that spell.
God
Real
damn.
wizard shit.
Great.
Yeah.
Okay. You going anywhere?
Yes.
Up.
I'm gonna go.
Yeah, I mean, go wherever you want.
EDT. Yeah, I'm stretching around on the map a little bit. And I'm like, wow, that's still only like 17. I'm gonna just fly over to the other side of the ravine, maybe, if it lets me.
There might be like
It's not letting me
walls
move
that
more
you're
than
not, like, aware
one.
of.
Here.
It's stopping me from moving somehow.
Yeah, there are canyon walls that you all have to, well, used to have to deal with.
Ah, oops.
Franklin.
Oh yeah. Rising up, as the one song goes.
Oh, you know what? Hold on one second. I just forgot to put these guys in combat state. Let me get them some cards real quick.
Roughneck.
Good. That's exactly why I need to give them cards. So, what's this guy got on him? Yeah, I mean, I think he's going to see you flying across and Cassie and take a shot at you.
That is the downside of flying.
And is not used to seeing flying things, so misses wildly and starts running. Go for it, Frank.
See it.
Make me an athletics
Moderate
check
above.
before you do anything.
Boop, boop.
Great, go for it.
Rising up, back on the scene. I am this guy. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna see him. Say, hey, remember me? Hey, come here. I'm finna shoot his face. This is what I'm going for already. Called headshot. I gotta take his fucking dome off. I'm sorry. Ooh, wrong gun. Wrong one. What, guys? Yeah. He popping off the. It's a 6. Come here.
That's all we need.
Oh, I'm spinning them, Benny.
No mercy. Hey, it is better.
That is better. 13.
Yeah, blow his head clean off.
Cool.
Now I'm flying and I'm kind of scared because I've never been this high up.
And so you're just above the water, but in the same location. Is that correct?
Yes.
Gotcha. Yeah, Donnie sees Cassie fly off, sees you just float up and rise out of the water. Just tries to emulate that and just gets himself on dry ground. Thomas.
Okay. Shit. very cool stuff happening. I will I'm gonna fly up above the water a little bit just to get up and out of it. I see after Cassie's done this like incredible spell work, she's being shot at by someone from over here. Is it this? Was it this guy?
The guy who shot at Cassie is now dead.
Okay, that was that guy. Yeah, hell yeah. Okay. Then I will. I'm gonna move and try to.
All right, let
knock
me
this guy
move
over.
you up there.
Yeah. The question I have
Mhm.
is, this is the door going in. I'm assuming there's no windows because there's no windows on the
That's correct.
thing. Well, there is a window, but it's over here, and I wanted it to be here so I could push him through the window.
Nice.
Okay, cool. I'm just gonna, yeah. I'm just gonna. I grab this guy flying,
Yep.
and I say to him, what's the fucking guy's name? Was it Steve?
Hold on one second. Yeah, the crew leader was Steve Dunning.
Yeah. I grabbed I grabbed this guy by his collar and say, where the hell's Steve Dunning? I'm gonna try to intimidate him too. Tell him.
Intimidation. It's a robot with wings. I'm scared.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead and go
Now,
ahead.
does my does my flying and skeletal wings give me any situational bonus here?
I would say absolutely. Like, I mean, I would say it will give you a +2 bonus, and
insane.
yeah, I mean, I don't know that there's an actual intimidation skill, and I don't know that it really
There
makes
is.
a difference.
Yeah, there is. Franklin uses it.
Oh,
Yeah. I got the menacing edge just for it.
Yep, it's a test basically.
Yeah, but I don't have it, so for me it's just an unskilled.
okay.
And I'm a robot, so I'm even worse at it.
It's a test opposed by the opponent. If you call it as a test, it's against the opponent's spirit. It's the specific rules for intimidation.
Thank you.
Yeah, I never use it, but I have it.
But I'll get a +2, so it's just a -2 instead of -4 to my roll. What number do I have to be?
You need to beat a 5.
Okay, that is
Ooh.
actually incredibly difficult for me
Yeah.
to do. Unless
Not really.
Or
pop
just
off.
pop off.
The
You are
Yo!
Yeah.
you are flying metal man.
I'm telling you, that shit's scary
With-
as fuck.
Do we all have like spectral like wings?
Cassie, why don't you explain to him what everybody's got?
Yeah, I think that everyone has like dark spectral wings, and they're all a little bit towards your thing. Slightly mechanical for Thomas.
Oh, okay.
Not as dark on
Yeah.
friendly. um,
Are Cornelius is made of those fucked up shadows?
yes, if Cornelius
Frank-
has a certain type of fucked up shadow.
For,
Yeah.
for Cornelius, it's just the dealer who's swooped in and
Yeah.
has him by
It's
the collar.
jetpacking you.
He's holding
Right.
him
Right.
Yeah.
arms under the armpit.
Franklin's are made of like guns, like one of those weird like American murals that they do.
Right.
It's
It's
just
an
made of
Apache
guns
helicopter.
and bullets. Yeah.
Right.
can't
This
hear-
guy just looks at you, Thomas, and just slack jawed and is like, how'd you get up here so fast? And that's all you get. Oh, no, actually, he's like, wait, how'd you get up here so fast? Everybody's gone. Like, they left us here to blow the dam if you came out. but everybody's gone.
Then you better start talking, son. Yeah, your water's kind of leaking.
Great. It's it's his turn next.
I see him eyeing his weapons. Don't do it.
Yeah, I mean, you see him more than just eyeing his weapon. He goes for his Colt.
You're gonna regret this.
Yeah, and I mean, regrets it immediately as he basically it goes off as he's trying to get it out of his holster. Friendly?
Yeah. Imbued with the power the power of flight, I guess. I will so last I heard, I don't know how hurt everyone is. Thomas, are you hurt at all? Like
Nah.
visible? Okay. Cornelius, you're pretty hurt, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So I'm going to tap while I'm still next to Cornelius. I'm going to tap Cornelius with a healing hand, and then I'm going to move over towards Thomas.
Okay.
A little bit to the left.
Yeah, I'll move you over there. Well.
Yep. Yeah, that's right. You know what? I'll try a free reroll. It can always crit fail and then not work. See, that's why 5 is fine. So you heal 1. I don't think it's enough, but something.
I have 1 fatigue, 0 wounds now, unless I've fucked that up. Hold on, I'll look at it. But yeah, we're good.
Okay. Yeah, that's my turn.
Okay. Cornelius, you are up.
All right. I think I am. Okay, this person is unharmed currently.
Yeah, unharmed and staring face to face with Thomas, who just successfully threatened him. Or intimidated him, I should say.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I think I'm going to defend this turn, but I'm going to get myself out of flood danger and follow Donnie.
Okay, let me move you up there.
Yeah.
There you go. Right about there?
Yeah, that's great.
Great. Yeah, everybody is out of the water. We can go on to the next turn.
Three of clubs into 9 of clubs.
Bro.
All right. Franklin, what's the play?
All right, I'm gonna fully rise up now. I realize that I can fully fly. I am in a state of anger,
Okay.
with rage. Actually, uh, I'm assuming the only person I can even know about is the guy that Thomas is talking to, and his gun went off. So I'm
That is
assuming
it.
there's another guy out there. So I'm rushing toward him. Rushing
Great.
toward him in the air
Yeah, let me move you over there. Right about
with my
there.
with my bat wings in the air.
Yeah,
Yeah, because I'm giving myself bat wings. I don't care.
cool.
Yep.
Love it.
Oh my god. I think I'm asking the same question, right? I'm asking the same question. Where'd they go? Where is it?
Okay. Anything else for you?
Let's see. You know what? I'm gonna start aiming. I'm gonna start aiming. That's about
Great.
it for me.
Can you move and aim in the same turn? I can't remember.
Uh,
No.
no. Okay.
Technically.
Yeah.
To aim,
know
you
what
have
we gonna do?
to stay in place.
To aim, I have to stay in place.
I'll double
Okay.
check that real quick, but I believe that's true.
I'm pretty sure that's true. No, I'm pretty sure that's true. I'm pretty sure. You gotta declare first.
Uh,
You can't move. Even if not,
yeah,
it's
shooter
not going to
must
be
be
like aiming.
stationary to aim.
Yeah.
Yeah, either way, it's not even. I'm still going to be like aiming, but like not the mechanics.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
That makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay. Cassie.
I will fly myself over here to the
Okay.
rest of the group.
Yeah, I'll move you. There you
Go
go.
fly, girl.
Anything else for you?
And then I'd love to pull out my claws and try to intimidate this guy.
Okay.
Uh,
Yeah, you can give yourself a +2 to that intimidation roll.
Sweet. I think I don't actually have that skill, so
Yeah, that's just unskilled.
yeah. Okay, well, that's fine. I'm gonna leave it there. I'm not gonna
Yeah.
do anything.
It's unclear if this guy even has seen you fly over, as he's already terrified of the two flying things that are one has successfully intimidated him and the other's pointing a gun at him. So I don't know that he even clocks whether or not you've shown up. Friendly.
Yeah. As far nobody here really needs me for anything.
Hey, I need you.
Yeah. I'm gonna presume Thomas is gonna keep trying to talk the guy down.
Mhm.
That's what we're
So
doing.
I'm gonna do a performance to try to look really intimidating with the wings over my shoulder.
Okay.
To do an assist for Thomas, should Thomas choose to try to talk the guy down. If that comes of nothing, that's fine. I'm just mugging like I'm like I'm scary. I just don't have any like particular combat efficacy right now.
Yep.
So yeah, you get a +1 if that's what you decide to do, Thomas, but
Hey.
that's you don't have to. You can just punch him in the face if you need to.
Okay.
I'm just
I'm gonna
set
skin him.
dressing.
So that's what I'm gonna do if I get my hands on.
Donnie will fly over here. As he's flying over, y'all hear him say, I told you your day would come, as he's raising his spectral pickaxe. I will give anyone who would like an one opportunity to make a persuasion roll. If you want to try and persuade Donnie not to follow through on swinging this axe.
Could I? I'm not good at persuading, but could I interrupt him since I didn't do anything?
No.
I'm gonna try to persuade him.
Nah.
No. I
Okay.
mean,
can't-
if you were going to interrupt him, you would have had to say you wanted to interrupt him on your turn.
Well,
Right.
this
And
just
so,
got presented to
like,
me, yeah.
I'm giving you the opportunity essentially to be like, no, like, hold on. Right. But anything beyond that,
Time to say something.
yeah.
I'll give it a shot, and I think one of the things I will do is I will use the like kind of mechanic / RP of common bond to basically give him a Benny, but the form of that takes the form of like me establishing a connection with him, right? Like he can't hear me, but he can see me. So I'm making eye contact with him, putting both of my hands up, and just trying to like make him put the pickaxe down.
Okay.
So you said it's just a persuasion, right?
It's just a straight persuasion. All right. He lands here. As he's landing, he looks around to the four of you that are here. Clearly locking eyes with you for a little bit longer than the others, friendly. And he does not swing the pickaxe, but rather just sort of knocks it against the side of this guy's head with sort of the butt end of it. Says, "You're one lucky son of a bitch." Thomas.
I say to this guy, look, you're in a tough spot here, mister, and you're going to have to make a choice. You can tell us where they all went and maybe get to go home tonight. Or you can reach for that pistol and see how far that gets you. Like to try to persuade him.
Yeah, I'm going to say a roll is unnecessary as he drops his pistol. He had it in his hand, right, as he had already pulled it out of the holster, but he just drops it and he puts both his hands. Cornelius, anything for you before we drop out of turn order?
I'm good.
All right. Let's end turn order there. Yeah, so he just looks at you and says, "Hey, I'll answer any questions you got, but I don't know where they went."
All right. How about we start with an apology?
Yeah, I'm real sorry. I'm real sorry that I blew the dam and tried to drown y'all.
Not for that. I point at Donnie. He
I'd
can't
like
hear
the
you, so you
apology
better
for
make
the
it
other
good.
thing too.
Right. I'm just gonna move you
I'm
over
about
here,
ready to kill the
Cornelius.
man. So like that's why.
Yeah,
I'm
we'll get to that in order. First, you're gonna apologize to him. If he decides you get to live, then you get to live. And again, you better make it good. Use a lot of those mouth movements because he can't hear because of what you did to him.
Oh, boy.
He starts just saying, "Listen, Donnie, you know I'm real sorry," and then he stops, right? And then he reaches for the slate, right? And pulls out a piece of chalk. Oddly enough, pulls out a piece of chalk from his own pocket, right? And starts writing on it. And then he stops. And then he looks around. And then he starts narrating what he's writing, right? Says, "Donnie, I'm real sorry. You know, we we're just trying to protect you. We always brought you food, but it doesn't mean we shouldn't have treated you nicer than we did. I'm sorry we was so mean to you." And he hands the slate to Donnie, and then he looks around at all of you for any sort of sign of approval.
I'm looking at Donnie.
Donnie doesn't read it and just wipes the slate clean.
I like this guy. All right.
Donnie says to all of you, like, "Do what you need to do." Then he and I got unfinished business.
Maybe there's clues in this here cabin.
I'm gonna drop myself down.
Mhm.
To be right next to the guy.
I'll hover through the door.
The wings only last for 5 rounds, so they likely have faded at this point, I think.
Yeah, I will say, Cassius, you are the one who is aware of that. Now that everyone's in close proximity, relatively quickly after the turn order, we'll just say you call that out to everyone, so no one's dropping 40 feet out of the sky.
Yeah, hey, these wings is on loan. You better get your feet on solid ground pretty quick now.
Incredible move with the wings.
Super cool. While Thomas is going in there, I want to kick the back of the guy's knee to force him on the ground.
Great. You do that without any difficulty, other than Donnie approaching you and sort of roughly putting his hand on your shoulder and saying, he's mine.
Set him up for you.
Right. I mean, he can't hear you,
Teeing
but
him up.
right.
Well-
but like we'll say he can just gauge the friendly intent and friendly, not friendly towards this guy, but friendly towards Donnie. He can sort of gauge that disposition and just sort of nods at you. Sees that
Well-
you're not doing anything further. This guy's on his knees out here. What's everybody else doing?
Best I could do was get it so he wasn't killing him while everything was running hot. But if he's got to die because of the torture, I don't like it, but can't do much about it.
I'm investigating for clues. If we can find out where these people went. I mean, first obvious choice is town, but who knows?
Yeah, I mean, I can. There's nothing to roll for because, unlike I guess sort of similar to the actual picture here, right? It's not like there's any papers or anything. There's some foodstuffs, some mining gear from town, some receipts from the general store where they were clearly that's where they were going to sell their silver. That's about it. This guy out here, meanwhile, is like, "Hey, listen, like I said, I'll tell you anything you want to know, right? More than happy to help. But I don't know where they went. As soon as you guys showed up and made it clear that you knew Donnie, we sort of figured we were in trouble. The plan was you guys would go down there. We thought those things would probably kill all of you, right? We knew that if they didn't, right, that we certainly weren't going to be able to take care of you, right? And so the plan was wait around. If you didn't come out, we'd know that it was probably safe, right? And if you did come out, blow the dam and hopefully kill you that way. Most everybody left, said they'd be back in a day or two. Us two drew the short straws to make sure that the dam blew. That's it.
So you're
Now, what
saying
was
they're
Houston's
coming
plan?
back?
Y'all was gonna blow the dam and then just sit here for 2 days?
Well, I don't know
Is-
that. I don't
You
know
sure
that.
there ain't no rendezvous point that you ain't telling us about?
There is no rendezvous point that I am not telling you about. Right. Well, it's not like we had days and days to come up with this plan. We had about 10 minutes to figure this out.
Do you all live here? Has any of y'all got a house anywhere else? Somewhere else you think that these people you know so well would go to hole up?
No, man, this is it.
There ain't anywhere else in this whole wide goddamn world you think anyone that you know and talk to and hang out with would go and hide under a rock, a special rock they know from when they was young?
You all right, Cassie?
I'm just saying, this motherfucker's gotta know something he ain't telling us. I mean, they gotta
Well,
go somewhere to get
they'll be
food. Do they
here.
have like a storage?
They come.
Yeah, there's a store.
I mean,
They say they coming back.
it's not like we're getting rich off this here mine yet. We mine silver. We go into town. We trade it for food and for coin. We come back here. We do that over and over and over again.
So what I'm saying is, do you think it's reasonable that, hey, maybe they're down at the saloon? Yeah, Bob likes a drink. He might be down at the saloon. Like, that's what I'm asking for here, bud.
What saloon? You were in town. There ain't no saloon
I
there. There's
don't.
a
Okay, never. I'm
Hey,
walking off.
Cassie, don't worry about it. It seemed like we got everything we can from, right? It seems like we
Look,
did.
I was a bounty hunter. I wasn't a good one.
I mean, look,
For dead, it was
right.
usually dead.
if you want to take the time, right, I can go through what little I know of the other four's personal histories. Right? If that's the level of detail you want, I can do it for you.
Hey, but look, this you don't got to worry about it. No, you said everything you need to say. Our buddies gonna come out here, talk to us, and that's gonna be the end of it, right?
Well, look, maybe you
Done.
want to take me with you. Maybe we can go around and find them together. Or maybe we all wait here.
Well,
Maybe we all wait here and y'all hide inside, right? And then when they show up, it'll look like everything's fine, and you can ambush them. I ain't that tight with them.
hey, I'm not here to bargain with you no more. That game is over with.
Yeah, he's just
friend here
appealing to
was
anybody
telling
who's outside.
Is anybody responding?
I got shit to do.
All right. My friend here's gonna take care of you.
You see Friendly close the door.
Okay.
When he take care of you, that's gonna be the end of that.
Yeah, those of you that are outside,
Can I roll intimidate?
yeah, I mean,
Just scare him some extra on the way out.
Yeah, fuck it. Yeah.
yeah,
Do
certainly.
what in?
For the love of the game.
Just because I have this. That's a 13.
Yeah, he starts crying. And just like, please. I swear we just found him here. We'd slaughter cows and bring them down to him. Didn't that right, Don? Tell him. Right, and like completely forgotten that Donnie can no longer hear because of these people. Yeah, but he's just a blubbering mess. The water recedes as wasn't that huge a reservoir to begin with. Anybody doing anything, stopping anything? Great. Donnie picks this guy up and throws him over the side.
Wilhelm scream, I assume.
Yeah, absolutely.
Naturally.
Absolutely.
I'm gonna transfer my broken arm back to myself from Andy, so that his
Okay.
wing is not broken anymore.
Cool.
But now mine is.
Cool.
Just hear loud.
You just start
"Ow!
screaming.
After he throws this guy off, he kicks this corpse that's over here and fuck it, throws this corpse over. And then turns to y'all, right? And just says, hey, thanks for coming to get me.
I want to take the little chalkboard
Mhm.
and write. Your mother didn't know much about what happened. How'd you get to be here?
Well, he reads it and says, let's go inside. I'll tell you all at the same time.
Thumbs up.
And so he goes in here. I assume everybody's going inside to hear the story.
Yes,
All
please.
right, let me drag y'all in. Just make it easy. Here. Poor beefy roughneck is one of the ones who took off. I'm sorry, everybody. No, that's disappointing.
No.
Um,
I can't have anything.
you can't have anything except the ability to fly and make everyone else fly and trivialize the whole flood mechanic, but that's all right. I just like in my head, I just see Matthew Mercer like ripping up the sheet for that like whole water encounter that he did.
Right.
I'm like, yeah, brother.
just
You,
picking up
you
a,
said that we
a
were gonna
map
blow
and just
through half of
chunking
it.
Right. Yeah. So, yeah. So once everybody's in here, Donnie's like, listen, you know, me and oh, wait, where the fuck did it go? Hold on a second. Me and well, I mean, I guess if you knew my mom, you knew I was me and my brother. We was both in the Confederate Army. Now, we were sent to we were sent to different troops. I ended up with Corporal Stankiewicz under Sergeant Emerson, and you know we did what the Army does, at least initially, but as the war just dragged on, the corporal, well, he became more and more disillusioned with what the Confederacy was doing, and he talked Sergeant Emerson and me into hijacking some Confederate gold and taking it up north, handing it over to the Union. Well, it sounded just fine with me. Anything to get out of these battles. So the three of us put a plan together and executed it real well. Got that gold, got a 3 or 4 day head start on our old Confederate brethren, and thought we were going to make it. And then old Morris, well, he started arguing with the corporal about what to do with that gold. See, me and the corporal, we thought that maybe we could right some of the wrongs we did by handing this gold over to the Union. Morris, he seemed to be of the mind that we'd already done that by taking the gold, and that there wasn't no reason that we should hand it over to anybody, and that the three of us should split it. Well, those two got to arguing real good. And it got so intense that they kind of sort of didn't bother to stop the wagon we was riding in. And as they were brawling up top, wagon just rolled right off a ravine. Now you'd think that would be it for all of us, but sometime later, can't tell you how long, sometime later, I woke up in this state you find me in here. I didn't know what to do. The two of them were still just corpses. I tried to wake them up. I thought about going to get help, but I figured anybody see me, they'd kill me right quick. I didn't know what to do. So I was damn pleased. Corporal Stankiewicz, he woke up about a day later. And the two of us made a plan real quick to grab as much of that gold as we could, get the hell out of there. We had no idea if old Morris Emerson, if he was going to ever wake up again, and if he was, how long we had. But we got most of that gold. Not all of it, but most of it. We hightailed it out of there. Corporal Stankiewicz knew that he's a smart one. He knew that it'd be real hard for us to make any coin of our own, at least for a little while. So we held on to a little bit just so we could get by, dump the rest off outside a Union fort, and then headed north, just outside of the Sioux Nation. Figure we could duck across the border if things got real nasty. And we settled in a place called Bent Pine. We both looked and smelled like death. So Corporal Stankiewicz, again, had the bright idea that if we just drenched ourselves in alcohol all the time, it'd mask the smell of death coming off of us and might go a long way to explaining our horrible presentation. And so we might just be able to pass ourselves off as, eccentric drunks who lived out in the woods. And that's how we lived for a couple of years, actually. And then she started showing up. I don't know how to explain it. This woman kept showing up out of nowhere, saying that Herschel Stankiewicz had to get in some box. She was dragging a coffin along with her. It was weird the first time it happened, but Corporal knows how to handle himself, and he put her down without much difficulty. Second time, a couple months later, it was worse. Third time was real hairy, and afterwards, he sat me down and said it wasn't safe for us to be together anymore, and whatever this thing was, it was just going to keep coming for him. And for my safety, he helped me find some other place to hide out. And he said he'd come get me when he figured out what was going on and put an end to it. So we went west, found this mine. At the time it was abandoned. Figured that was perfect. All I really need to get by is some raw meat. So at night I'd go out, hunt some animals, drag them back in here. That was fine. Mine had been shut down because of the accident a decade before. But then Steve and these assholes showed up. They figured out what I was pretty quick and said they'd help protect me if I'd help them mine stuff. At first it seemed like a fair deal, but they just got meaner and meaner as the mine was not producing what they wanted it to, or as much as they wanted it to. Then with all the new activity in here, them smoky things started showing up. I kept running out of fear because of hearing all them crazy whispers. That's when they said they could take care of that. Drove an ice pick through each of my ears. Shoved me back in there. I've been resigned to that life ever since. Well, at least until y'all showed up. Again, thank you. Sorry my mama couldn't be here. I would have liked to see her. But I'm glad she had good friends like y'all.
I'm sure she's very grateful that her friends were able to find you and get you freed. What do you think you're gonna do next?
He reads the slate. It's like, I'm going to go back to Bent Pine and see if I can't find the corporal again. He was going by Stinky when we were acting like drunks over there. Maybe he's still there. Maybe if he's not, they have word of where he went off to. I mean, he's a smart guy and a hell of a fighter. I'm sure if he put his mind to it, he figured out why that lady kept coming after him. And if he did, he'll put an end to her.
My friends might be able to better tell you where, but out that direction towards Bent Pine, kind of further south, Fort Bridger area. Um, I mean, that's where Mrs. Broussard is buried. Um, we'll try to point you in that direction if that's something that you wanted to pay a visit to. Um, your problem with the box, that's something we've had a little bit of a familiarity with. Um, Perhaps we'll run into each other again. I look kind of around to everybody else. Do we have something else to do next, or would going to Bent Pine be reasonable? I think we're headed towards the Sioux Nation next, anyways, and that's on the way.
Anybody mind writing something down for me on that slate of his?
Sure.
Hey, he is harrowed, right? That's what he is. This for
Yeah.
yeah. Okay. So if you tell him what I want to see is if it's controlling him, I can turn it off for a second and allow him to speak.
Yeah, thank you for pointing that out a bit. I do. I don't know if I'll write on the slate. My friend is concerned about your dark passenger. Um, I am familiar. I myself have died and come back, and I've done a pretty good job of keeping my own passenger quiet. But uh, he can quiet it for you temporarily if that would be something that uh, would help you.
Uh, Donnie reads it and looks confused. It's like, well, I know I'm dead, and I know I came back as undead, something, but
You ever hear a little voice in the back of your mind telling you to do something you don't really want to?
well, I do, but I don't know how I'd know whether or not that's controlling me right now.
I
Well,
think it's I don't know in every case, but it's generally pretty obvious when uh, it
No, but
sounds like you got a pretty good hold on it.
yeah, I mean, I guess what I'm saying is, if it, I don't think it's controlling me right now, and I think this is me, Donnie, talking to you.
'Cause I mean,
But
otherwise that spirit's doing a damn good job of acting.
right, but if it was controlling me, how would I know or be able to tell you that that's what was going on? If it was controlling me, clearly it would be doing this for. So I know I'm not putting anybody
Yeah,
at ease.
that's why my friend can do this thing.
it's
If
gonna
he
hurt.
does this and nothing changes, then then you are always you. But if for some reason you are not in control, this would put you back in control. If I'm actually talking to the demon right now, then you'd be putting up a fight, not wanting to let this happen.
Well, I mean, I'd prefer not to be put in any more pain, but
It's gonna
if that's the only way I'm going to get y'all to believe what I'm saying,
you can tell him it's gonna hurt. I don't think I can do it in a way that doesn't. That being said, give me till tomorrow and I can fix his ears.
Are y'all okay with us maybe sticking with Donnie for a little while, at least till we get to Bent Pine? I mean, that's the direction we're headed anyhow, and we can sure get him there faster than his feet can.
Do we want to wait for these fellers to come back here? I mean, if we're waiting to fix Donnie up, well, another day means we can get an answer. I don't know that we care to get an answer, but I mean, they blew a dam up trying to get us.
All right. Cassie, can you can you tell him
Mhm.
offers on the table to it's gonna hurt, but I can maybe see if I can quiet it. Otherwise, regardless, I could try to fix those ears tomorrow.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'll write
Yeah,
that.
Donnie's like, well, I sure would appreciate it if I could hear again this thing. And he holds up the slate. It's a real pain in the ass. So I guess whatever you got to do to feel comfortable fixing my ears, like I can endure it.
We'll shelf the trying to see if it's riding him for now. I'm okay with just give me. I could probably honestly do it later today. I just need an hour or two. Well, I need an hour or two to rest, and then I need an hour or two to get after it.
Yeah, I'll write on the slate. We're just gonna focus on resting, waiting, making a plan, and seeing if we can get them ears fixed up. And we'll go from there. But we'll be here for at least another day. Um, it, to speaking to the group, is there something that we'll get out of sticking it to these guys? I mean, um, I'm all about extortion, but doesn't seem like they got a whole lot to extort.
They tried to kill us.
Yeah, so I mean, just if base vengeance is all it is, then that's fine by me. I'm just I'm gauging how much we all care.
Well, my only concern was making sure Donnie was all right. Seeing as that, well, I mean, he's all right, I suppose. Then the other stuff don't really matter much. I don't have a problem going to Bent Pine if we ain't have a better priority.
Well, I mean, I'd sure like it if you came to Bent Pine. I'd like to introduce you to the colonel, and if he's still having problems with that woman, well, y'all are clearly capable. I'm sure with your help, you could knock that out, no problem.
I can't believe Stinky's involved with a coffin woman. Do we know that already?
No.
No.
How did he evade her? I mean, we can barely escape her. And Stinky somehow on his own?
I mean,
Donnie, do
I
might
you
be a
mean,
think
good
we
reason to
stand
reach
and
out to
fight.
him. He might have actually gotten his tail off. He might know something.
Furthermore, it seems like we take the stand and fight stance, and I mean, if he's just one person, he might be able to take the get fucking lost uh,
well,
strategy.
Stinky gets lost, that's for sure.
I mean, maybe if it's tracking him by blood, then he sort of fixed himself with all the alcohol.
Stinky wasn't dead when we spoke to him, right?
I don't think so, but he was probably flammable.
supposed to be hard to tell anyway, given the state of him.
All right, I'm gonna start praying. Basically, you could tell Donnie, give me about an hour, and I'll take a crack at it.
All right. Well, maybe they left some more dynamite somewhere around here. Let's go look for dynamite in case there's some more.
Yeah, you find 3 sticks of dynamite.
Jackpot.
All right. Let's do a couple things. First off, we'll say that the golden hour is coming to an end, which means this would be the opportunity to attempt to heal any of Abigail's wounds.
Yeah, how hurt is Abby?
Very. She has 3 wounds.
Okay.
And so I just want to see how many of these we can knock out before the golden hour is over. Although I guess your healing friendly is not limited to the golden hour. Is that correct?
It's just it costs more if I do it after the golden hour.
Gotcha.
So that's 1.
Okay. Sticking with it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because there's two more, right?
Yeah.
Okay, come on. Give me a little bit better than that. Nope. It's just gonna be that.
Okay, so that's 1 more.
Yep. Okay, it's gonna take me longer to get Donnie done now, but
Okay.
oh, fuck off. Oh, fuck off. Fine. Wounds handled.
Okay. Is that all the rest of Abigail's wounds, or is that Donnie's situation?
No, Donnie's situation is gonna be way more involved.
Okay, so that's
I'm trying
that's
to heal
all
a crippling
Abigail's
injury.
wounds.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
I'll just for the sake of expediency, crack a Benny to get 5 power points.
Okay.
We'll speed things up in I need 2 hours now to rest because we get 5 per hour, I think.
Mhm. Okay.
So yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Right. Yeah. Nothing much going on the rest of the day.
So if nothing happens between then the way to cure crippling injuries, this is the text. It's gonna take 22 power points.
Okay.
Or sorry, 23. Because it's 20 plus the base cast.
Right.
If this is considered a crippling injury, then I can I have to do it for an hour of casting and preparation. If it fails though, I can't fix it.
No, I like where your head's at.
Yeah, this isn't technically a listed one, but it feels like it.
Yeah, feels good.
It's equivalent. Okay, let's give it a shot.
Oh.
No sweat.
Okay.
I think friendly, like, really just holds his hand in his hand and closes his eyes and goes very still.
Okay.
For about an hour. As he does, he begins to hum, and by the end of the hour, the hum is much louder and is starting to gently vibrate some of like the metal in the room. And then as it finishes, I reach up with both hands, just clasping them to each of his ears, and there's a huge surge of light as it flows out of my hands and into his ears.
Mwah, mwah. Doing that Archer thing. Holy shit. Thank you, sir.
Yeah. I stand up and then immediately like wobble for a second, sit back down.
Right.
Oh, that was a lot.
Cool.
Yeah, I'm out of PowerPoints.
Great. We'll say a day passes. Those of you that so now it's Tuesday the 16th.
Oh, he's also exhausted for 24 hours. So it sucks for him.
Yep. So it's Tuesday the 16th. Anybody have anything they're doing?
We're here or we're on the train?
That is up
We're
to
still
you.
here.
It's unclear to me whether or not you guys were waiting for the return of these people. I don't think that decision was ever made.
Donnie, do you care to wait and make your point with these folks, or you want to just hit the bricks and get to Bent Pine?
I mean, I don't need nothing from those people. I mean, if I see them again, I'm going to kill them, but I'll be just as happy never seeing them again.
I think that's a smart enough play. I mean, if everybody else is okay with just scooting boots, we'll head on out of here.
Let's get to going, man.
Yeah. Oops. I knock over a candle or something.
I assume the intention there is to set this place ablaze.
Yeah. Fuck
Okay.
these guys.
Great. Yeah. That cinematic scene as you all leave this cabin and are walking away from it, slowly being backlit as the cabin itself is engulfed in flames. You trek the 10 miles back to what passes for a town, which again just has the church, the general store, and the sheriff / post office. Really more an outpost than anything else. Your rail runner is probably quarter mile outside of town. You just piling in and heading out, or have anything to do in town, or have something else you want to do?
I think we're just good to go.
Yeah, there wasn't. I mean, this place doesn't
Yep.
have anything in it.
Cool beans. From here, it's about the terrain's a little tricky, so we'll call it a 2-day trip from here to Bent Pines. If I could get a driving roll, presumably from you, Cassie, and looks like day one won't be a problem. And let's Friendly, why don't you hit that button for me? Let's see what, if anything, is going on. Hell yeah.
That's a lot of dice.
Yeah. As you are, I mean, you're not 20 minutes outside of town. and you hear the braying of a couple of mules that appear to be tied to a tree up ahead of you. Somebody on the train is eagle-eyed enough to see as you are passing them, right, that they may be braying because there's a rattlesnake on a rock near them, and they're sort of freaking out about that.
All right, stop the train.
Oh my god.
What's going on? I grabbed the flamethrower.
No, it's just two donkeys and a snake, and we should.
Two
Can we
donkeys
just?
and a snake.
Yeah, can we just go take care of the snakes so the donkeys don't get bit?
Sure, if
Oh.
you want to go take care of the snake, you can do that. I suppose.
Yeah. You go kill the snake, I guess. Or whatever
I have
you
no
gotta
ability to do that, but I'll give it a shot.
Well,
Yeah.
no, there's knives all around you. You can use your boot if you need to.
No,
I mean, just snatch it
not
up.
do. Go grab the snake.
You can grab and just toss it off to the side, like.
sure. Okay,
Hell, you know
If-
what? Never. I'm kind of hungry anyways.
I was about to say if I collapse, just get me back up and I'll be able to take care of the poison.
Now, I'm.
I
Look,
want to see him do it.
Yeah.
yeah, but I can't even get poison, and I want to eat the fucking snake. So,
We'll eat the donkey then.
No, don't eat the donkey.
oh, I mean, I'm not gonna. That's. I'm on a diet.
There's two donkeys and one snake. The donkey got more meat for you.
Look, I'm just gonna go save the donkeys and then we can go on.
Yeah, go grab the damn.
I got a soft
snake.
spot in my heart for mules. Okay, I miss Mortimer.
Hey, how you get hungry? Because I don't get hungry, but
How you get hungry?
I think about food.
Well, see, I still have a stomach, and also a ravenous demon inside of me. So I don't think about food, but I feel fucking hungry. Let me tell you.
I don't know which is better or worse.
This is worse.
All right. Well, I think our
We'll
friend
go get that snake.
Yeah, friend, go get that snake for our friend here.
I mean, I can try. I'm gonna get bit, and then I'm
I'll.
gonna have to fix
I mean,
it.
just. I don't want you to get bit. I'll just let it bite me, and then problem solved for everybody.
Yeah, I mean, here's the issue. I can't take a knife to it
Why can't you?
because I can't.
I want to look back over at the rock, Marshall, and see if there's still a snake there. If it's gone by now.
No, it seems to be sunning itself on this rock.
Unless you want to, Frandle, I'm gonna go over there and get that snake real quick since we're here in a house.
Sure.
You can't.
And go try and snatch the snake.
Hey, go on now.
Wait, so friend, you made us stop the train and you had no way to even get the snake.
I mean, we do a lot of good things where I can't help other than to keep other people from hurting.
They, friend, these are animals. This is a natural thing that's gonna
Yeah,
happen.
but I feel like
Do I need to roll anything about grabbing a snake? Especially if I'm
Yeah.
not trying to not get bit.
I mean, there's a couple things. One, before you are close enough to grab the snake, as you're approaching this, you see on the other side of the rock, there are two bodies lying on the ground.
Cool.
previous contenders.
That
Care
would
to
have been
test your
firmly the
luck?
Yeah,
third.
it's a kick-ass snake.
These guys just didn't know how to handle a snake, I
You
suppose.
need to make that snake your familiar.
What about the bird?
Andy broke his arm for me yesterday.
Yeah, I mean,
You could have two.
assuming you're still just going for the snake, just make me an athletics
Yeah.
check since you don't care if it bites you or not. Let's see if this thing avoids you. Hold on a second.
I'll transform this snake into a smaller snake.
Yeah, you snatch this thing right off the rock.
Okay, I'm just gonna hinge it right behind the head and,
Mhm.
sorry everyone, rip its head off and then start eating the rest of it. Not horribly, not terribly, but a quick cut to the underbelly, yanks the rattle hide off of it, and just starts eating like a corn dog.
Yeah, you see.
You can't,
Oh
you
god.
can't say that and be like, it's cool, not that bad, right?
Yeah, you see.
It's chill.
As you are enjoying your afternoon meal of raw snake flesh, you glance down, see these two people, both dressed in brown robes.
Hey, Frandl, these mules you rescued, their riders appear to be dead back here.
Fuck. Okay.
Now what?
And then we take the mules.
We don't need to load these mules up into the train. We'll just cut their ropes free. Let them
Yeah, let them fuck go.
get eaten by a wolf. It's the
I mean,
circle.
we can sell them at the next place and pay for your bullets or whatever.
We got more than enough money for bullets. I don't need that.
You're telling me we can't have a mule on the train for like 2 days?
No, Randall, we don't need
you
a mule.
You got
Well,
Uh,
hang on now.
bulk them like a real rare steak.
What are we gonna do with the mules in a few days? Where are you planning on taking them?
Sell them somewhere.
See if somebody in Bent Pine wants them.
Everybody
know.
wants a mule.
These guys look like Friar Tuck to anybody else.
Well, I don't know. I
I'll-
can't see them from over here.
Yeah, I'll start walking up.
They just got these brown frocks on.
It's like
I'm gonna come up with you.
I'll lean down and start searching them for any kind of like religious iconography.
Yeah, I
Wanna-
mean, it doesn't take much of a search. They're both wearing crosses.
I'm gonna blink my eyes and take a look around in the spirit realm and see if there's any ghosties or trails or demons, or if this is a possessed corpse.
It's just two
Nah,
men
these
in
are-
a cave got caught up. They got bit by a snake.
Yeah, these are two dead humans.
Gotcha.
Can I do
Did
a
they just
healing?
get bit by a snake, or is there
Yeah.
any other wounds? Or...
Can I do a healing smarts roll, which I never do, but am technically capable of doing to see how they died?
Sure.
I got to get my medicine out. It's a shame that I succeeded. It would have been real funny
Yeah,
if
I
I was
mean,
just like, I don't know.
This isn't shocking, right?
Yeah.
They stopped for something, right? Probably to relieve themselves, and they got bit by a poisonous snake.
Okay. So yeah, I can find the bite marks.
Yeah.
Well,
So,
Think
I
you
still
can
have to
heal
let
'em?
this go.
I can't raise the dead yet.
When you say yet, Cassie perks the hell up.
Yeah, I mean yet. I've been working on it.
I think she doesn't try to make it like apparent, but
I'm still like, I'm still caught up on this, friend. So you wanted to stop the whole train to get save these two donkeys,
Yeah.
and you didn't have no way you could have took care of 'em.
What, the donkeys?
No, the snake.
I mean, that's a little like saying that, like, just because you get in a gunfight and get shot in the neck, but you don't have any way of dealing with getting shot in the neck,
Well, that's not
means
the
you shouldn't
same
get in
thing
a
at all,
gunfight.
though. I have the tools to fight back. You don't seem to have that, do you?
No, but I got the tools to fix the people that do.
So what you saying is that we should have got, like, you wanted us all to get the snake for your sake.
I mean, I was gonna try. I kind of figured you'd just shoot it, but
Get back on the damn train.
Hey, let's make room for these donkeys.
I don't know what to do about the bodies. But I guess can I can I pray over them for a second, or maybe Cornelius, it might be closer to your persuasion.
I'm kind of AFK. Sorry.
A couple of dead bodies of a couple of Christian priests that were killed by a snake.
Wearing like monk.
Frendel wants to say something over them.
But
Before
deferred
we-
to the Catholic.
I think I'm the most Catholic person here.
Okay, I'm back. Sorry.
Yeah,
Yeah, no-
there's two what looks like maybe monks or just priests. Either way, they're wearing like the traditional like brown cloth kind of garb. But they clearly had crosses. They got bit by a snake and they both died.
Oh,
Frendel wants
Yeah.
to say something over them.
Well, I
Defer
wanted
to
to,
you.
but then yeah, I deferred to the one who might actually know what words to say for these specific people or get closer.
yeah. I can give a prayer. Yeah.
Yeah, like I
This
could do in
is
general, but
this is shit that he does.
yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
Now with that done, of course, leaving it to the room, these bodies could feed some animals, or it could feed Donnie if he's hungry. I mean,
What the fuck are
I'm-
y'all talking about?
For a second
I'm
there, I
kidding.
thought
Look,
for
I've
a
got.
sec. Hold on, look into my eyes, Cassie. For a second there, I thought you were gonna say it could feed you, because you've been talking about your ravenous, insatiable hunger, and you said you're the same kind of thing as Donnie, in a matter of speaking, which makes me think you do hunger for flesh and are choosing not to, which I appreciate. But
Do you?
the not doing it, yeah,
No, do you hunger for flesh, for human flesh?
yeah. Do you hunger for human flesh?
Do you hunger?
You hear Donnie chime in and say, look, I don't want to speak for her, but raw meat is raw meat. Like I understand, right, that it is downright disgusting to any living creature, any living human, to think about eating another human. And out of respect of that, I'd prefer not to. But
Yeah, Donnie summed it up pretty well. I've never eat. I never ate of a person that wasn't already dead by some other means that I had nothing to do with. And those were in only the most desperate of times. I grew up in the wilds. I hunt plenty.
How desperate are you both for food?
Not
Like,
really. I
right
got
now.
a pack of venison in the on the back. I'm good.
if we taking the damn donkeys with us, then we can keep one for y'all to eat later.
Yeah, I don't like it, but I mean, if you're hungry, that's what it takes.
Well, I appreciate it being on the table, but I assure you I don't intend on making this any of y'all's problem. So,
That's fair. Mostly it's out of an appreciation for you not eating human flesh, even though you could and maybe kind of want to.
look, I
That's-
don't want to. Cephas wants to.
Hey,
Yeah,
Okay.
and
Either
let-
way, you're
let
choosing
me-
not to, and it's what matters.
Right. Let me be
Look.
clear. Right. Again, not speaking for Cassie. Right. I do not want to eat human flesh. Right. I want to eat flesh.
Right.
Right. And in my current state, right, that hunger doesn't make a distinction.
Right.
Right. I am close enough to and can remember when I was human. So I do everything I can to not eat human flesh. And at least as of yet, at least as far as I'm aware of, I ain't at none.
well, hopefully
What?
we keep it that way.
Yeah, friendly
We got-
nods and the expression shifts, and he's just like, "Yeah, I'm satisfied."
Yeah. Well, so what are we doing with the donkey? We taking them? We're gonna go sell
I
them?
mean, take them and
Let's load
sell
them
them
up.
or
Let's
use them for
get them on
meat.
here, and either we sell them or we ate them, some or other. We'll see how it goes.
I won't name him because I don't want to name the one that gets 8.
Keep y'all donkeys by y'all, because I don't want to smell these sons of bitches by my head when I go to bed at night.
We only got a couple cars. I mean, you're gonna be.
That's what the
smelling.
fuck I'm
Hold-
saying. Why are we
Hold
bringing
on,
them?
I don't know why you're so angry about. We traveled with a mule for a long time. He was
A
fine.
mechanical mule.
No, not that one, Mortimer. You ignored
We
him,
didn't
but he was
He
there.
wasn't on the train.
Well, he was on the train,
Not in my car.
not on your car. Also, he
There's
traveled
only
with
one
us.
train car here, guys.
No, I mean
That's
the
the problem.
other train. We lived on a train before this train.
You want
Yeah,
more train cars?
We had separate cars. I'm not saying we want some more cars. I want these fucking donkeys somewhere else.
Say, if it ain't too much trouble, do you think maybe I could name them?
You don't name the mules?
Donnie, look, you name them, then we're gonna have to keep them, right? You're gonna. We don't have need of these here.
Yeah, I don't want you to name something you might gotta eat.
Well,
It's
I name
cruel.
this one here lunch and that one there dinner.
Okay, well, fuck 'em.
That is funny.
I'm out. I'm going back to the train.
Hey,
Oh, come on, don't be that way. I'm just having fun.
Yeah.
You know how long it's been since I've had fun? You know how long it's been since I heard someone laugh?
Yeah, you're welcome. Yeah, no problem. Just doing miracles over here.
We,
Oh,
We
friendly,
killed a
come on, you
snake.
fixed my ears. I didn't
I
mean to make
did.
you upset.
we-
Come on,
we
friendly.
do
I
the
thought
miracle.
he's chasing after you. It feels
Yeah,
bad.
you're fine. You're fine.
What the hell?
Yeah, okay.
Basically,
l-
by the time we get to the train, I've got my arm around him.
Okay,
We're
good,
just
right.
friends again.
great. Well,
What the hell?
let's clean this up. First thing, Cornelius has said nice words over the body. I don't know, Max. Do you want to explicitly say words, or are we just saying you've said nice words over the body?
Oh, he has something memorized because this was one of his jobs, so he just
Great.
recites something.
Got it.
Yep.
Got it. Are
Yep.
we doing anything with the bodies?
I can bury him if we want to just put him in the dirt, but it doesn't matter. They'll get 8 either way.
Yeah, putting them in the dirt just makes it harder for the,
Coyotes.
I guess, enrichment, like them dog bowls, what got all them ridges in it.
Oh my god.
Dear God.
It's a
Wild.
dog bowl.
Friendly, you coming to hell load these damn donkeys onto the train. You ain't getting away from this one.
I'm back at the train with Donnie. We're hanging.
They coming with us. Or you finna get these motherfuckers on.
I've been teaching Donnie to use the harmonica.
Oh, son.
Now that he can hear it, he can practice.
It sounds like
Yeah.
the mules have been
Here-
let free, and no one has taken them to
So,
the
so
train.
the mules are off. Right,
So
the mules are
we're
off
just-
wandering.
Yeah.
The bodies are just laying there. Friendly is trying to teach Donnie the harmonica, but is horribly disappointed because Donnie don't breathe.
Yeah, it's a problem. It's a
So
problem.
d-
We'll work
right.
on it.
Right. So Donnie is like putting this thing in his mouth, and then he's just humming like it's a kazoo.
Fuck. We got to work on how
That's
to
what
get air
Miles
through there.
does.
Right. Okay.
God damn it.
Great. So that's day one of your successful journey.
Day two,
Let's.
we
one.
figure out how to get a bellows and Donnie so we can
Yeah.
play harmonica.
Well, Charlotte's here and is like, hey, like if that's really something that's important to y'all, like, I'm sure we can figure out how to make this work. Oh yeah. Cassie, if you could make me another driving roll, and Thomas, if you could hit that let's get random button.
I think I accidentally hit the let's get random button because it popped up in the same instance that I was
Okay.
clicking my own roll.
Yep, I hear you. Okay.
I've got a mini.
Yeah.
All right.
Cool.
All
Thomas,
right.
you want to hit that let's get random button?
Yeah. And a lot of dice.
Yeah.
A lot of question marks.
Yeah. So you spend the night in this location. When you wake up, the mules are gone. About 2 hours further east towards Bent Pine, you see some dust devils swirling around in the distance. These, just to be clear, are the it's not just dust swirling around. These are the literal like monstrous dust devils that I'm sure some of you are familiar with. They are whipping around pretty violently. They look like looks like a patch of like 3-inch vines that are sort of sticking up out of the ground. They're not actually sticking up out of the ground, but that's what it looks like as you see them in the distance. As you get closer, you see that they're pretty bloody. And as you get even closer, you see what appear to be 2 half-eaten carcasses of donkeys.
Sick.
At least it wasn't the snake, right?
Other than that, there is nothing all that eventful. You pull in to sort of the outskirts of the small mining town of Bent Pine about 10 o'clock in the evening on Wednesday, September 17th. What's the plan? Heading into town now, sleeping in the train until tomorrow morning, getting up to anything now, or waiting until tomorrow?
We can wait till tomorrow.
Yeah.
All right. about an hour after you've pulled in, so 11:30 at night, there's some small scratching at one of the side doors of the rail runner.
There's scratching in the
Take a
night.
peek. And
Yeah.
I'm gonna grab my rifle.
wand at the ready.
Wand at the ready. Okay.
As soon as you crack the door, little tabby cat is in.
Oh,
Helps itself into your car.
Okay.
Crawls onto some stuff in the back, just tries to find a soft spot, and when it does, it curls up.
hell yeah, we have a cat now
The warrior cats are
in a
like
hot
getting their
train
thing
car.
down.
The warrior cats. Yes.
No, Andy, I promise I
Yes.
didn't get another familiar. Don't take that tone with me, sir.
Excellent. Yeah. Evening comes and goes with nothing else unusual. Let's see here, actually. Thomas?
This is around.
Yeah, you have something you want to add, Franklin?
I was just gonna say this is around the time we find out that Franklin is mildly allergic to cats.
Awesome. Awesome.
Fuck yes. That means the cat spends a lot of time on you.
Yeah.
They know.
I don't know.
Right,
What
they
that
sense
means,
that
bro.
shit.
Yeah.
My nose.
So presumably Abigail, Franklin, and Friendly are doing the best they can to get as much sleep as they can. As is Cornelius, just Cornelius isn't doing a very good job of it and is also making it difficult for the other three.
Always.
Right, to get a real good night's sleep.
Yeah.
What
Max just
are...
is getting back at me for real life.
Nice. Well, I was going to ask, what are Cassie and Thomas doing? Thomas, I know we've determined you need rest, but not actual sleep. And Cassie, what is the situation with you, given that you are undead?
Yeah, so the Manitou requires 1d6 hours of rest every 24 hours.
Okay.
So basically, once a day, my body just stops working for 1 to 6 hours, and I don't
Okay.
really have much say in it exactly.
Gotcha.
And during those times, I just am suffering from absolutely horrible, terrible nightmares. So.
Okay. So, why don't you roll a die? Presumably, we'll get that out of the way while there's some other nightmares going on. Why don't you roll a d6 and we'll see how long you're contributing to the awfulness in here. Excellent.
I will say though, like Cassie's not really bothering anyone else with the nightmares. Her consciousness is just being tortured.
Yep. And just so I'm clear, is everybody kicking it in the rail car or the rail runner?
My usual go-to is sitting with my back against the wall at the back of the train next to the bike with my hat tipped down.
Yeah.
I've now found a furry friend.
Yeah.
Yeah, I won't stop sniffling.
Who's making your eyes puffy?
Yeah. I'm a little fucked up, but I like sleeping with the cat.
Nice. Yeah, I think Donnie is, by like 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning, Donnie is doing, trying to stay quiet, but is doing a fair amount of pacing and is clearly restless. And that will continue until the sun comes up. As it does, he will look around the car. He's not looking to wake anybody up, right? But anyone who is up, and presumably that is Thomas. Cassie, you might overhear him, but he's not going to go to the back of the car necessarily and seek you out. So he'll sort of say in not a whisper, but in a quiet tone, he'll say to you, Thomas, look, mister, I've waited just about as long as I can. I got to go see the colonel, and find out if he's okay, and let him know that I'm okay, and let him know that I brought some friends that might be able to help him with his problem. You think you could head into town with me? Do you think other people would want to rest and find us later, or find me later? Or do you think they'd be mad if I woke them up?
Well, you're trying to do this now?
Well, I mean, we're so close. I just don't know that I can wait any longer. I got to find him.
It's the middle of the night, right?
It's like 5 in the morning, 5:30 in the morning. Sun's just come up.
Well, look, Donnie, we're almost there, all right? But heading off on your own, I don't know about that. Just the two of us, that's better. But if we just wait a few hours, the rest of these knuckleheads will be up, and then we can all go.
Oh, I mean, I guess you're right. And for the next couple hours, he's like a little kid who you just told, like, we're going to Legoland, but later.
Yeah. I tell him, tell you what, while we're waiting, let me tell you a couple of stories about your mother.
Oh, that gets his attention.
Did I ever tell you that we were childhood friends?
That really gets his attention. He's now wrapped.
Yeah, we actually grew up together.
Well, you don't say. She never said she was friends with no metal man.
Well, I wasn't no metal man back then. I was a regular boy, just like you. Well, not like you now, but I was flesh and blood once.
Well, gee, I mean, I know a little something about how hard it is to have had that and lost it. Are are you okay?
I've made my peace with it. There ain't nothing I can do to change it. Right? And it's happened. And while I am alive, I don't. There's a lot I'm missing. And I don't know if this is really living. But I suppose you understand that.
Don't I ever? Well, I guess maybe my luck's changed a little bit. Not only Did y'all make friends, or in your case, were friends with my mama, but you were close enough friends that you came and got me, and there's two of you here that have a real good sense of what I've been going through. I can't wait to introduce you guys Colonel Stankiewicz. He's going to be real happy to meet y'all.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy. I mean, we met the colonel a long time back, almost at the beginning of this journey, and now come to find he's been connected to it the whole time.
Wait, I don't understand. You know Colonel Stankiewicz?
Stinky, he calls himself.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's what he, people would call him that behind his back when we was in the military. And then he figured that was a real good nickname if we was going to pretend to be drunks so that people wouldn't know we was dead.
So Stinky is dead, just like you.
Oh yeah. I mean, he looks a lot better than I do. A little easier for him.
Debatable.
Well, thanks, but I mean, it pretty easy looking at the power of my skin that something ain't right. Whereas he, still looks like a flesh and blood human, just one that has lived a real hard life, and one that bumped his head recently. That wound on his head, that ain't never healed, ain't never gonna heal. But hat pulled down low go a long way in hiding that secret.
I want to kind of wander over while hearing the conversation going a little bit, and kind of talk a little bit about yeah, I mean, when I woke up, lucky enough, I mean, I was a bit of a magician before before the things went down that made me how I am now. I have this glamour I can keep up, and she'll kind of like snap her fingers in any color, and her just totally fades out, and she'll show like the purple like bruising in her neck from the like choking poison that she used, and kind of same thing for this one, that has what kills you don't ever go away.
Oh well, that's a real neat trick, Miss Cassie. Do you think you could teach that to me?
Have you ever summoned dark and evil powers before?
No, I'm just real good with this here pickaxe.
Well, I don't mean you can't learn it, but tell you the truth, buddy. I mean, I'd prefer it if you didn't even have to do that. If I remember right, your mother wanted to try to help you find the rest that you deserve. That's why I'm very interested in what your plans are, where you want to go, what you want to do, and how I can help you. Because I want to kind of like pull up my shirt, my blouse, and like show the string that I've got sewn in. There's a lot. I don't need to go into everything about it, but this here, it makes sure that I'm never going to lose my control over the dog passenger, like I mentioned before, and is the kind of thing that if we could make that happen for you, if you needed it, I want to be able to help you towards that. But the thing about it is there's some real bad people that are after these strings here, and having one of them puts a mighty big target on you.
You mean people worse than the lady that was coming after Colonel Stankiewicz?
I mean, I don't know who she's about, but yeah.
Well, she been coming after
Abby
one
here.
of us. Yeah, the doc.
Really?
We run into that same woman twice now, at least.
Have you learned anything about her?
Oh, and that's
Is that she keeps coming back, bringing
right.
friends.
I'm actually hoping that maybe Stinky can connect a daughter to give us some sort of direction to head.
Well, I sure do hope so.
Hey, what all went down with you and I don't remember the name, but isn't it Duval?
Well,
Who was
Duval
the
was the
guy?
vampire. It was Morris Emerson
Yeah.
was the
Morris
Herod.
Emerson. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And he'll just go back over the story, which was the three of them were Confederate soldiers. Morris Emerson was a sergeant. Stankiewicz was the colonel. They decided they'd had enough of the war and sort of lost faith in the mission of the Confederacy. Decided to steal Confederate gold and hand it over to the Union to try and make amends. They stole the gold successfully, and after or during making their getaway, Morris Emerson and Herschel Stankiewicz, while driving the wagon containing the gold, got in a very heated argument about what to do with it. Stankiewicz was saying they were going to hand it over to the Union, while Morris Emerson was like, no, we already did the good deed. We took it away from the Confederacy. Why don't we just split it? Right. And they got not that heated argument grew into a brawl. That brawl consumed their attention. And during the brawl, the wagon rode over a ravine, killing all three of them. Donnie woke up first. Stankiewicz about 18 hours later. As Herods, they decided they had better get the hell out of there before Emerson woke up, or the fight would just continue in their new state. So they took as much of the gold as they could, dropped it off outside of Union Fort, and then tried to hide out in Bent Pine. And that's when the lady started showing up saying, Herschel Savage, get in this box. Or Herschel Stankiewicz, get in this box.
How come she ain't come after you?
I do not know. It believe me, we had that question too. That first time we just thought it was weird. We thought maybe it had something to do with being harrowed, right? And we thought maybe the next time it would come after me, maybe trying to drag us back to the hunting grounds. But a second time, and then the third time, coming back for the colonel. Well, he always done look out for me, and he just said it wasn't going to be safe till he figured out what was going on. And I can't really look after myself the way he can. That's why I was hiding out in Jerome. He said he'd come find me once he figured out the threat and put an end to it. But that was a couple years ago at this point.
I can't think of anything else to say.
Yeah, well, I mean, right. We'll just say additional time passes as you tell more stories about Joan and both growing up with her and various exploits along these adventures.
The great thing is that as I tell wrong parts of the story, because my memories are a little jumbled of it, nobody knows.
Yep.
So it's actually all correct now.
Yeah, absolutely. It is. It as far as Donnie is concerned, it is all canon.
Yep.
A couple more hours pass. It's 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock in the morning. People start getting up. Anybody sleeping past 9? It's okay if you are. I just want to know.
Nah.
All right, we'll say then everybody's up. Donnie seeing this is like, all right, can we go now?
Yeah, we can get going.
You know what, guys? Maybe we ought to just head on to the Sioux Nation. Yeah, let's. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding, Donnie. Well, let's go. Let's get to it.
All right. Yeah, he sort of hustles into town. Then at the edge of town, he'll turn around, be like, well, maybe until we find him, maybe someone else should do the talking. I don't know that. I don't know that people are going to react too well to me, even if they do remember me from when I was here years ago.
Yeah. Well, maybe you don't do the majority of the talking, but here, let me come on over and I don't have one written or anything, but she'll say another little rhyme, and I want to cast a glamour on Donnie to make him appear.
Great.
This isn't as strong as my death mask, but it is just an illusion for him. I've got one more, Benny. Oh, come on. Okay, well.
Yeah.
Doesn't work.
Donnie, not having seen a mirror, has all the confidence that he now looks just as good as you do.
Now, this ain't foolproof. So probably just play it safe still, but it'll help where it helps.
Absolutely. Yeah, all right. What's the plan, team?
Heading into town.
Yeah, easy enough. What are we doing in town?
Probably asking around for a guy named Stinky.
Easy as.
I mean, asking for the town
as
drunk.
best as I can. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, right. It's easy enough, right? You go in. The saloon is closed this early in the morning, right? but you go into the inn, right? That has also serves drinks, right? And they're like, yeah, that son of a bitch Stinky. Are you here to settle his tab? Hold on one second, everybody. I'll be right back.
Hell no. Hell no. Some bitch.
Not surprised.
About Stinky?
Yeah.
This is
Look, I mean, I know there's like pride and all that to it, but I mean, we can afford to pay this guy's tab. I'm pretty sure.
Afford, yeah.
the real question is, do you want to? Because I
Look,
don't
I'm
hate
just
this
saying
thing.
if we need to get the goddamn information, it's just I'm not saying it's off the table, and we
Last
probably
time-
can handle.
Last time, all it took was a bottle of booze. So
We're paying a non-drunk this time. We're just paying
Look,
the owner.
I mean, I would just try to like beguile it out of him or something, but apparently that flat really took it out of me because I can't even get Donnie's face quite right.
Sorry about that, everybody. We got a real war going on over here. It's,
I'm not paying this son of a bitch tab.
Just so you know, Adam.
yeah, fair enough.
Okay, so if we try to have that as a persuasion technique, we'll count you out of the. Oh, okay, fine.
Baby, I don't persuade. I tell motherfuckers what to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see.
Yeah, so they're like, y'all friends with Stinkies? You here to settle this tab?
No and no, not like no.
Fuck
Can
no.
we? Do you know where he is?
I ain't never heard of nobody named Stinky.
No, son of a bitch.
How much is tab?
How much is his tab?
Pulls out a little thing. 3 gold. $3.
Oh, I was
Here's
about to
6.
say.
Tell me where he is.
I'll pay
I
the
thought-
tab and tell us where he is, please.
Look, yeah, I mean, you pay his tab, I'll tell you whatever you want to know. That last time I heard, that son of a bitch living in a shack about 5 miles north of here, out in the woods somewhere. I hope that no good son of a bitch died up there.
I was
my
gonna
God.
give you 4, but here's 3.
You're telling me. You're telling me. I'm gonna
Look,
give him
man,
$1.
I mean,
all of a sudden,
least in
Franklin's
the
forking over more
conversation,
cash. Like, yeah, you got the right mindset.
Nothing like a good hate bonding going on here.
When was the last time you seen him?
Oh, he ain't been in here a couple of days. Not since he run up this tab. Haven't paid it. I'm guessing he'd been drinking over at the saloon. I was going to send somebody over there tonight, try and get this cash out of him, but doesn't look like that's necessary anymore. So thank y'all.
Would you mind
Okay.
sending somebody? Is there somebody we could pay a few dollars to so they could show us right where it is?
I mean, not that I know of. It's not like he's holding soirees up there on the regular. I just
Yeah, but,
heard.
like, any other person who also has an outstanding tab that would know where he lived. That we
We
could
don't
pay
gotta
off the
keep
tab
paying
and
for
bribe him.
motherfuckers' tabs. We can just go north.
North is a big area.
Well,
Let's
it's one
go-
area.
Let's go check.
Yeah,
this
and we're looking for a
saloon.
shack. I mean, there can't be that many shacks.
Let's check the saloon, and then we can go shack hunting.
The saloon closed, ain't it?
You might want to check with the sheriff. You know, I mean, Stinky's a real son of a bitch, but you don't get in much trouble with the law, at least not that I know of. But sheriff does keep tabs on anyone who might be a troublemaker. And I'll tell you what, just because Stinky hadn't caused trouble yet, don't mean he ain't gonna in the future. Not the way that boy drinks.
Around, we'll check the sheriff's, and then we'll head north. Hey, just in case Stinky makes it back here, I give him $5 for his next tab.
Look,
Support the man's alcoholism.
Hey, Stinky's a good friend of mine.
right,
He's also dead.
Right, for $5, hell, I'll keep him
As you
here.
look and elbow Cornelius, like this guy doesn't need to know that.
Right, for $5, I'll keep him here and send a runner out to find you people when he shows up. And yes, Father, you're right. He is a deadbeat.
You goddamn right.
A deader, one might say.
All right, let's get to going.
Or make this guy any more suspicious. Can't believe I had that much trouble saying that word.
Hey, actually, you got a bottle I can buy?
Sure.
This guy. When people interact with us, they just get money. It's so
yeah.
Yeah. Look, when you're made of money,
This is what
you
we
know?
Right.
Yeah, this is what we can do with money.
This is
Avoid
how adventurers
persuasion rolls.
contribute to the economy.
Yeah.
I'm a filthy penny pincher here.
Yeah. They'll sell you a bottle.
Cool. Yeah, I take a bottle. This
Cool.
is my it's my future persuasion roll to Stinky.
Yeah. Yeah.
Got one in your back pocket just for Stinky.
All right. Where are you headed?
Seems like we're going to the sheriff.
Cool. Fair enough. Yeah, sheriff also does not know exactly where Stinky is or where his abode is, but gives you more specific directions than just north. It says follow the creek. You'll see about 2 miles out, you'll see a trail that goes off to your left, right? Follow that trail. It branches in 3 or 4 places, right? Which of those branches he lives down, I'm not entirely sure, right? But if you come to a big, outcropping of rocks that extend about, 40 feet up into the air, 30, 40 feet up into the air, right? You've gone too far, right? That's the sort of the edge, right? The trails will just loop around after that, right? He says it's down one of those.
All right. I'm gonna check the bounty board.
Yeah, I have not fixed my wanted poster thing, so I will provide those wanted posters to you either before next session or at the beginning of next session.
I'm not planning on taking any. I was gonna take myself off of there if I was there.
Oh, gotcha.
I was
Gotcha.
just thinking. Yeah. I was thinking, like, what if we're up there?
You know what? Roll me a D10, Franklin.
Ooh.
Yeah, you are not up there. None of you up there.
Thank God.
Yippee!
Yeah,
Let's
Right.
hit the old dusty trail.
Let's go.
Cool. Yeah, actually, Franklin, why don't you roll me a D6?
Oh shit. A 1.
Yeah, a combination of better directions from the sheriff, like some actual useful memory from Donnie about, able to eliminate some of the trail. Like, I think it's this one or that one. I think it's further off to the left. We weren't up any further north than this, and some good luck. And you find yourselves approaching a it looks at first like a stack of like fallen logs that are covered with moss, but as you get a little closer, you can see that this is not a natural occurrence. Clearly, someone has stacked in the loosest sense of the word these logs to form some sort of structure. It doesn't seem to have rained anytime recently. The ground isn't excessively soggy, but somehow these logs are still wet and there's still a bunch of moss growing on them. It's hard to tell if it has collapsed on itself or if it was just built as sort of a crappy lean-to begin with. But you can see it maybe 50, 75 yards up ahead of you.
All right. Go ahead on up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think as you approach, you hear some rustling coming from inside, and then a little bit of mumbling, and then a little bit, just slightly more coherent. Yeah, we gotta. Oh, it looks like I ran out of food, and we gotta find. What am I gonna do today? But what? I guess I gotta get myself together. And familiar face stumbles out of the front door. He's not dressed the way he looks in this picture. He's just got like a pair of one-piece long underwear on with the traditional flap in the
Didn't know
back.
they had one piece fan underwear. And sorry, I'm
Oh my god, Luffy.
Right. Got a
like the boxers you can find at Walmart.
yeah, got a seeping wound on his forehead, and he's
Nice.
God, I'm glad I didn't kill myself,
right.
man. With a blunt force trauma like that.
And he's stumbling around a little bit, doesn't notice you all for what seems like a silly. It's not very long, but it seems like it's too long, right? Considering you're in the middle of the woods and you're 7 people traipsing towards him, right? But he's sort of oblivious for a while, and finally catches sight of you. Yo, what are you fellas doing out here? You ain't come to take my stuff.
Nope.
Has a bottle in hand.
It's good to see you again, Stinky.
Well, wait a second.
Yeah,
Where do I know you folks?
I point at Thomas.
Yeah, we met.
You remember anything about a metal guy?
Yeah, wait a second. We fought some big rabbit.
Yep,
I shit
Blind
myself in the
rabbit
creek.
yep, you did.
That part I did not know.
And my sister gave you a bottle. I think maybe 2 bottles.
Oh, no, that's right. Oh, that's right. Hey, you're you're Andy or Allie or something like that. But I do remember. I don't forget a drink.
Sure.
Well,
Well,
we was hoping you'd invite us in for one.
Well, I ain't quite up for no company. I ain't had time to get the place ready or nothing. It's about this time that Donnie steps forward. Right? It's like, Colonel, it's me. He, these are my new friends. They come and get me, and I think maybe they can help. Donnie, I'm sorry, Stinky, says, "Oh, wait, let me let me get a look at you." I'm sort of confused. He turns slightly back towards his abode, and when he turns around, he's pulled a shotgun out and is pointing it at everybody, and he just says, "Come here, son." And Donnie's like, "No, no, no, everything's fine." Like, Donnie, get over here. Right? Donnie walks over. Stinky like puts a hand on him, on his face, and is like rubbing him down, checking him out. He's like, "Are you okay? What do these people do to you?" Donnie's like, "No." He puts his hand on the shotgun and sort of lowers it. He's like, "No, these are my friends, Stinky. They come and rescue me. Some people out in Jerome, they were treating me real bad, and these people saved me. They knew my ma." Colonel Stankwitz looks at you, lowers the shotgun, and is like, "Well, I guess we got some explaining to do. It ain't much, but nobody comes and bothers me out here. Well, not normally. Y'all gonna be comfortable pulling up a stump?"
Sure.
As long as you don't point that gun at me.
"Well, I'm sorry, but I was just shocked to see Donnie back here. I thought maybe you meant him some harm. And if you did, you were going to be in some real trouble."
Mm. All right. We're gonna find a stump.
Yeah, I mean, there's logs and stumps and just rocks and shit. Donnie explains the story of how you found him, right? That you're friends with Joan. It basically explains everything that has happened to Donnie since Colonel Stankwitz went east with him and hid him in that mine. Donnie asks if he's found out if he killed that lady yet. And the colonel says, "Well, no, it's the damnedest thing. She did show up one more time, telling me to get in that box. I was able to dispatch her, but it was real tough. Every time she showed up, it just got tougher and tougher. The last time I saw her was about 3 months ago. And I don't know why, but I ain't seen her since. I got some theories, though. What,
We'd like to hear them.
well, sure, but I mean, before we get to that, like, I understand that you were friends with Donnie's mom, and I'm grateful to you for rescuing him. I just feel awful that situation went south. I thought it would be more dangerous here with me and that thing, but I guess danger's everywhere. But I mean, what were you doing looking for him in the first place? Last I saw y'all, you were here with some circus or something?
A lot has occurred, but sum it up by saying Joan died, and it was Joan's wish for us to find him and help him.
All right. Well, clearly, again, I'm glad that you did. Right. I am.
Not to interrupt too much, but the most pertinent piece of information for us is that lady going in the box lady has come after Abby 3 times now. We've gotten rid of her each time, but
Get tougher every time.
I mean, mostly she brings more shit with her.
Yeah, that tends to be the way she operates. You know,
we need to know how and why and who and what and the whole fucking thing.
Well, I mean, I can tell you.
Anything.
I can tell you what I've found out. I found out that these things, they're called death draggers, right? And they are summoned straight from the hunting grounds. They were able to track me and presumably track you, Abigail, by some means, something to do with previous possessions in the hands of the summoner. I figured this out through a little bit of research from some associates I paid and some spies that broke into Morris Emerson's place out in Duval's Bluff. It turns out Morris was the one who had hired someone to send this thing after me, presumably after Donnie and I here disappeared with most of that Confederate gold and handed it over to the Union. We all died because he wanted to keep it for himself. And I'm guessing he was none too happy about it. So hired someone to send this thing after me.
But you said it stopped after this last one.
Yeah, I mean, I'm
Well, I
not.
mean, didn't y'all kill that Emerson fella?
Wait,
Yeah, I guess. So.
Emerson's dead.
Afraid so.
Oh,
Yep.
you don't need
But
it.
y'all was telling me about that big zombie v vampire showdown spectacular.
Man, he
Right.
burned me pretty good.
You don't need to be afraid of nothing. Ain't no news has made me happier in a good long time. The only thing that upsets me about it is I wish I could actually enjoy a good drink hearing news that good.
Here's the problem we're having though is now I think it started even before that happened. One of these things is getting sent to put Abby in the box. You're
Right.
saying they
Well,
gotta own something of hers to do it.
yeah. I mean, what I
That
learned.
just means somebody else is paying somebody to send him after Abby too.
Yeah, I mean,
Well, yeah, but
Morris.
they have to have a possession of hers.
Well, I mean, here's what I know. In my case, right, I know more. Whoever this person was, Morris hired him, right? My guess is that Morris gathered up whatever of my gear I left at the side of that wagon crash, and that's what this summoner was using to put these things on my trail. You know, and once they get your scent, right, they can travel in this world or through the hunting grounds or both. So time is real relative to these things. You know, I had assumed that this thing had stopped because maybe Morris ran out of my shit to give the summoner. And there was just no way they could track me anymore. But
Huh.
maybe it's because the summoner got a better deal for whoever's coming after you.
So you think it's like one thing per summon?
Well, I mean, I don't know exactly how it works. I mean, I don't know. Abigail leave any of her shit anywhere someone could take?
I mean, she lived with her husband.
What do you mean lived with? Like
Well, lived
past
with and
tense?
yeah. There's not much left from either her or I's shit. It all got bought up and became somebody else's stuff. It would have been anything she took with her or anything she bought when she was, I guess, living with him.
Hmm.
That or it has to be like something going on in Hellstrom because she could have left stuff behind there. It like, are they able to like target, like if they had something in mind, could they use it to target her through me?
I mean, I don't think so. I think, as far as I know, it's got to be a
I mean, it
person's.
definitely wouldn't work that way, with any magic I use. If I wanted to curse you, I'd have to have your shit, not their
Right.
shit. So
That makes it harder for somebody to target me through her, though, because I wasn't really any of the places I pissed anyone off weren't anywhere around where somebody would even bother going to get Abby
Hmm.
or Abby's stuff. At that time, it would actually have been harder to get like Abby's stuff because,
I think that circles it back around to the Hellstrom idea.
well, I mean, we talked to Abby's in-laws. They're pieces of shit, but
You mean
I don't.
her husband's parents?
Yeah.
And they're pieces of shit?
Yeah.
And Abby used to live with their son?
Right. And their son died of some kind of terrible, uncurable affliction.
And you think there's no chance that they have any of the shit from the house that Abby and her husband lived in?
Yeah, I mean, I'm kind of thinking they probably do, right? But like, our line of thinking for a while has quietly been that somebody's trying to get at me. So I'm trying to rule that out in my head before I move on to what might be the obvious answer.
Well, I mean, I don't mean to bury the lead here. It didn't really mean anything to me. It sounds fucking dumb, quite frankly. But the closest I could get to a name was the boxer.
A boxer.
Apparently, that's the name of the summoner, at least the name the summoner's going by. The boxer, as in he builds the boxes that the Death Draggers drag.
Is there... My thinking is that, like, this kind, like, some freak named the Boxer would be the kind of, like, urban legend of the criminals in a given city, right?
Mm-hmm.
Nobody would believe it, right? So, like, yeah, it's the guy who just makes boxes and puts people in it. It's like, well, okay, yeah, but that seems impractical. Like, for every kill? That's crazy. So is there, like, a common knowledge?
Everybody make me a common knowledge roll.
I guess some people might be able to use a cult, but
No, this is straight up common knowledge.
I don't got an in that way. I'll spend a penny. Just nope. Swear to God, Franklin coming in clutch.
Mr. Cox?
Good
the
Lord,
fuck?
Cornelius.
Cornelius is a studied man.
All right. I think the way this unfurls is the Colonel mentions the boxer. Y'all spend a minute sort of, searching your memory for anything, right, about it. There's some speculation, like Friendly was just doing, about what it might mean. Franklin and Cornelius, you start talking. Everyone's just sort of mumbling out loud, but the two of you sort of lock in and are like, dude, we've heard that name before, right? And Franklin, you say that. Cornelius, you confirm it. Like, yeah, we've definitely heard that name before. Where have we heard it? Right? Cornelius, you first remember you were in that room, right? I'm pretty sure you were in that room up in Morris Emerson's place where he had that weird contraption that was an undead person with this funnel, like phonograph funnel sticking out of its mouth, right? And this box, right, that was attached to it, but was also melded into this thing's abdomen, right? And you recall on the side of that box, right, was signed almost as if it was a piece of art made by the boxer. You mentioned that, and then Franklin and you are like, oh yeah, holy shit, that's right. It was on that, which reminds you, right? It's also on the, what the fuck's the name of that thing? The Devil's Calliope, right? Made by the boxer. And you also confirmed it's on the box that Charlotte had in that Hellstrom facility that she uses to speak with Vanessa Hellstrom, right? Which is almost identical to the box that you use to speak to your benefactor, which is also signed by the boxer.
Hmm.
Kind of a one-trick pony, isn't he?
Dude makes boxes.
When you're good at one
He
He
thing,
uses
sure
one
does.
foot.
I guess our next I'll kind of turn to the group and say we might have a good heading if we were to maybe phonograph Nick and mention to him this person. I mean, it would it seems very likely that he may even know who the boxer is if there's a personal relationship in the exchange, but that might get us another direction to head.
Yeah, presumably if the boxer's just a general kind of fixer guy, then for the right price, he might be willing to talk about jobs he did for others.
Hmm.
It's kind of the only thing we have short of, I don't know, like asking everybody we find. It doesn't necessarily answer though the question of who is doing it and what do they have
Right.
of Abby's.
I mean, it could be just anything that was in her home.
right? It
Was sitting
works
on her
that
desk, or a particular pair of calipers that she used at work.
I mean, yeah, I don't know
it
what
really
kind of
could be
stuff she had
anything.
at her house.
I don't think what it is would matter really because they can just find something else too. Um, we just need to stop them.
But yeah, it's mostly for them to do it with our family home would have been way early, and also like uh, that'd be pretty crazy.
Hmm.
That was when I was doing most of my piece of shit stuff anyway. Though again, always far enough that nobody ever managed to make it back to figuring out that I was a Beckett to begin with. Even if they did, by the time they did, I mean, I was gone in the wind. Our family estate was fucked off, mostly into the hands of her in-laws. Beyond that, it's that and Hellstrom, right?
As far as who might do that,
Oh, motivation and ability.
mm, if Hellstrom wanted us, I feel like they'd do something different. This may be them. We don't know, but
Well,
I
let's
feel
put it.
like their angle would be a little more forceful.
This seems pretty forceful.
I mean, more metallic.
I mean, let's put it this way. Say you want to get you back, right? And the best way to do that is to send, the physical stuff, the kind of just wear you down with a metal army or whatever. If you wanted to get her back, it's way easier to do this spooky shit. Like, if a person's got enough resources, I don't know why they would only use one of them.
Right. I
They
mean,
only
look,
use,
the answer is we don't know, and we won't know
because
for a while.
from what you said, like, Abby's the one who cracked it, right? Like, you are the result, but Abby's the one who did it.
She'd have to tell you that. I know she was there. As to who was fully responsible? I mean, I don't know.
Well, they haven't been able to recreate it, which is why they want to get you back. And that implies they either need you as the proof or they need her brain.
Well, I'm
And
hoping
they
that maybe
they do keep asking for Abigail.
I think if they can use you, they can reverse engineer or just try to, I don't know, maybe empty your brain out or something.
I don't think it's Hailstrom because they've been keeping tabs on us for a long time, and
That's
they
true.
wouldn't need to do all this.
We know it's not a Hailstrom because Charlotte told us it wasn't there.
Right.
I mean, but that how far up the Hellstrom? If this goes all the way up to Hellstrom, the man himself, how far up does her knowledge of
I
what's
think we
going on
keep
go?
Hailstrom as a maybe, but a strong maybe not.
Yeah, I mean, it seems like it would be most likely to be the pieces of shit we met. They were playing a game of no ill will and all that shit, but they are teamed up with Avery and her pieces of shit. So
Right. It feels more supernatural, and that's not exactly Hailstrom's thing.
yeah,
But maybe, I mean, maybe we need to find Abby's ex-parents, parent-in-laws.
Let's press pause right here just for a brief second. Ted, I know you're driving. I just want to give you an opportunity. You don't have to RP or anything. If you wanted to chime in and just fire off anything real quick, just wanted to give you the space to do that. If we don't hear from you, we'll just assume that that is not the case and we'll keep rolling.
conversely, though it is early, I'm kind of okay with stopping to have the full conversation with Abby.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
Just
we're finally getting a little bit of something.
absolutely. Just before we do that, Friendly, if you could make me a common knowledge roll, please. God damn.
Well, sometimes it's like that.
Yeah. You know, there's something itching at the back of your mind, right? All the way back when you were in New Orleans, right? Didn't somebody at that Quaker meeting house say they'd met somebody that claimed to be a conduit, which is the word they use to describe your powers, right?
Mm-hmm.
They claim to have met some other conduit who, unlike you, was real ornery. Seemed real upset about another conduit running around out there doing miracles everywhere.
And I can't remember the exact location of that one. Whether it was the one who had like fucked off into the wilderness or the one who had a following. Or maybe they were the same.
I think on the raise, what you remember is that this individual was just a preacher, had a parish, right? You showed up one day, did some miracles, right? And his flock essentially evaporated. They thought, why pray to this God when there's some higher voice out there? And the people that pay attention to this higher voice apparently get all these wonderful miracles and can heal tuberculosis and all of this shit. Guy lost his parish, then started going around wearing a glove that stank like high heaven, claiming that he heard the voice too, and that you were a false prophet. And then fucked off into the wilderness, somewhere up north as you remember it. And I think that's a great place to call it for the evening.